This is VOA News via remote. I'm Tommy McNeil. U.S. President Joe Biden is making another push to lower gas prices as the pivotal midterm elections approach. AP correspondent Sagar Magani.
Nearly a year's worth of extraordinary efforts have yet to make a big dent at the pumps. And while prices are falling, the president says they're not falling fast enough, and families are still hurting.
You've heard me say it before, but I get it.
And he wants frustrated voters to get that he's still trying. The latest move is releasing another 15 million barrels of oil from the nation's strategic reserve, with perhaps more to come in the winter. The president's political fortunes do appear tied to gas prices. Still, he's bristling at critics who suggest this step is politically motivated.
Where have they been the last 4 months?
Saying he authorized SPR drawdowns months ago. Sagar Magani, Washington.
Russian President Vladimir Putin doubled down Wednesday on his faltering invasion of Ukraine with a declaration of martial law in 4 annexed regions and preparations within Russia for draconian new restrictions as well as crackdowns. Putin's drastic efforts help to tighten his grip on Ukrainian and Russia, and it follows a series of embarrassing setbacks, stinging battlefield losses, sabotage, and troubles with his troop mobilization. The martial law order belies the Kremlin's attempts to portray life in the annexed regions as returning to normal. The reality is that a military administration has now replaced civilian leaders in the southern city of Kherson, and a mass evacuation from the city is underway as a Ukrainian counteroffensive grinds on. The battle for Kherson, a city of more than 250,000 people with key industries and a major port, is a pivotal moment for Ukraine. This is VOA News. Russia and Iran are both denying that Russia is using Iranian-made drones in the war in Ukraine. Ukraine is accusing Iran of violating a UN Security Council ban on the transfer of drones capable of flying 300 kilometers. The United Nations Security Council held a closed-door council meeting Wednesday, requested by Britain, France, and the United States. British Prime Minister Liz Truss described herself as a fighter and not a quitter after she faced a hostile opposition and fury from her own Conservative Party over her botched economic plan. Within hours of the defiant statement, her government was teetering on the verge of collapse. A senior member of the government left her post with a fusillade of criticism as Truss and a House of Commons vote descended into acrimony and accusations of bullying. Home Secretary Suella Braverman said she resigned after breaching rules by sending an official document from her personal email account. She used a resignation letter to lambast Truss, saying she had concerns about the direction of the government. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has been deposed in a defamation suit filed by E. Jean Carroll. AP correspondent Lisa Dwyer explains.
President Donald Trump answered questions under oath in a defamation lawsuit filed by a writer who says the Republican raped her in the mid-1990s. The deposition provided lawyers for E. Jean Carroll a chance to interrogate Trump about the assault allegations and statements he made in 2019 when she first told her story publicly. Trump has said the rape allegation is a hoax and a lie. His statements could be used in a civil trial. He has not faced any criminal charges. However, New York lawmakers recently gave survivors of sexual violence a 1-year window to sue their attackers over old assaults. Carroll's lawyer has told the court that she intends to file such a suit against Trump after the window opens in late November. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
3 Venezuelan migrants are dead. 5 other migrants have been injured in a van accident in southern Mexico. Mexico's National Immigration Institute reported the 2 migrants were killed in Wednesday's crash without giving their nationalities. The prosecutors in the southern state of Chiapas later said 3 died, all Venezuelans. And the immigrants were killed when the van they were riding in crashed near the border with Guatemala. Venezuelan migrants continue to try to cross Mexico to reach the U.S. border despite rule changes announced last week stating that Venezuelans arriving at the U.S. border will be expelled altogether. There's more at voanews.com. Via remote, I'm Tommy McNeil, VOA News.